Hello, and welcome back to the Morningwood Chronicles. My name is Gerard, I'm 60 years old, and today is day 46 of a 180-day experiment to see if artificial intelligence can help guide me back towards metabolic health. Specifically, can it help me get my blood chemistry back into normal range? Can it help me persuade my doctor to reduce or eliminate medication I've been taking for 6 years to address diabetes and hypertension? And can it help me perhaps even to regain my morning vitality, if you know what I mean? Let's get started. In these past videos, I have day by day walked through the entire process that ChatGPT has laid out for me to achieve my health objectives. And anybody who has watched some of the previous videos will recall me referring to phase 1. And today I want to dive deep into what is phase 1 and how does it work and what does it do and why is it so important? At least, why was it so important for my journey? Approximately 7 weeks ago, when I uploaded all of my blood work for the past 6 years into ChatGPT, it came back with a very detailed set of recommendations, approximately 10 or 12. Those included removing electronic devices from my bedtime routine, walking after every meal, cutting out refined carbs from my menu plan, if you will, eating slowly and eating my meals in a certain sequence. When I started phase 1, my insulin level and my cortisol levels were chronically high. My fasting glucose rate was 128. And the result of that was that my body was not able to access in that state the fat reserves that I had. It depended entirely on new energy that I consumed in order to keep me going, which created kind of a vicious cycle of elevated insulin, elevated cortisol. And phase 1 is not a chronologically defined period. We can define it chronologically, but everybody's phase 1 will be a different length because it's really a physiological measure. And phase 1 is about breaking that cycle. Phase 1 is when I saw the most dramatic changes, the most surprising changes. It's when my ability to recognize when I was hungry and when I was full started coming back. And I've described in previous videos here in the forests of Washington State that entire process. I've documented it as transparently and as honestly and with as much detail as I could. So that phase 1 continues until the physiology of the body returns back to normal, until the baselines have gotten back to where the body is able to access fat reserves for energy between meals without needing additional food. And the way that manifested itself for me, amazingly, was that my calorie consumption dropped not because I was planning to or because I was depriving myself, but because suddenly my body during phase one was able to start accessing my fat reserves, my energy reserves. And so between meals, I didn't feel hungry because my body was eating up that fat, heating it up. It honestly, it seems too good to be true, but I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from my own experience documented on a daily basis. Um, and it happened to me. And it's, even though it happened to me, it's still a little bit hard to believe. The physiological changes in my body have come so fast that my mind has not yet caught up. And so that's sort of where I am today. Now, I'm out of phase one. I have, and phase one doesn't end on one day or another day. I have transitioned into phase two, and I'll be talking about phase two tomorrow. But I just like to end today's video by saying that phase one was one of the most amazing, satisfying, painless, educational experiences I've ever had in my life. And I like the results that I'm seeing and that I'm feeling. So that's phase one. And tomorrow I'll cover phase two. So thanks for tuning in today. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for another edition of the Morning Wood Chronicles.